Hey, my name's David Veach, and this is Elevate Your Performance. I'm going to do this webcast, this podcast, outside as much as I can, but what we're going to focus on is how you can improve your individual performance, your life around work, around play, health, well-being, the whole works. So I'm going to try my best to kind of record something as frequently as possible to share with you the experiences that I'm going through and to give you a platform to kind of compare to and for you to hold me accountable so I can continue working for my own goals. I think we're going to talk about a lot of different things. Now, I spend a lot of time talking about work. I'll tell you why you should listen to me for a little bit. I am a retired Army officer. I spent 20 years in the Army. I retired back in 2001. Since then, I've been teaching. I started teaching lean systems. I was at the University of Kentucky for 5 years. And then my colleagues and I, we started the first of two international consulting firms that I founded. This was ILS. We operated in Australia and we operated in North America. We helped a lot of companies through the downturn in 2008, 2009, cut our teeth on a lot of that good stuff. The team was mostly made up of engineers. I was not. I am a management person. I'm a leadership person. I've focused on leadership and leadership development and human psychology. So that's where I kind of spent most of my time. That's what I help organizations with now, because now I'm a leadership coach, I'm an executive coach, and I do workshops for people to help get everybody aligned, get everybody speaking the same language, and planning to do great things. Again, planning to elevate their performance. I spend a lot of time talking about problem solving and helping people find and solve the problems that they're having. I don't typically solve them myself. What I do is I coach people through, because you are the experts. You're the expert for your business. You're the expert for you individually as your performance. Okay, so we'll spend a lot of time talking about work, and I'll bring that experience into here. We'll talk about building confidence. We'll talk about setting goals and committing to those goals. And I've always struggled with this, and I expect you do too. So that's why I want to share with you this experience. We'll talk about work. We'll talk about fitness. Because I've got goals, and I know you do too. Right now I'm sitting at 216 pounds and I ought to be at about 190. Okay, so my goal is to get there. I'm going to use this platform to try to work on that, and I want you to help me. We're going to talk about finance. Can you be more confident and can you be more comfortable and more certain if you don't have to worry about where money's coming from or where money's going and how long you're going to have to do this? Now, I got to tell you, I'm the worst money manager in the world, but I'm trying a few things and I'm learning a few more things that I should have done when I was 20, I'm now trying to do, and I'm 59. A little bit late, a little bit behind the curve. Yes, I have a little bit of a nest egg, but it should be way bigger by now. And if I just listened to some great teachers that I had in the past, maybe I wouldn't be wondering how much longer I'm going to have to work. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved work. I love helping people. I love doing the things that I do. I love helping organizations improve. I love seeing people's faces when they make something better. It's the best feeling in the world, and I plan to keep on doing it for as long as I physically can. But I'd rather not have to worry about having to work. I want to work. That's the freedom, and I'll share with you what I'm doing. I'm not going to give you any investment advice. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I might learn, but it's on you. We're going to talk about work, fitness, finances, and fun. How are we going to have some fun? One of the most fun things I do is orienteering. We go out in the woods, we get lost. Ideally, you won't get lost. They give you a map and a compass, and the idea is to stay on course. So we'll spend a little time talking about orienteering, but we'll also talk about other fun sports, other fun things you can do at work, because ultimately, playing is the best way to learn. If you don't believe me, just watch kids. Okay, give them a couple of toys, let them go to town. You'll see them explore and experiment and just have a blast while they're learning what works and what doesn't work. They'll also do that with you if you're parents. It's you know this. They try every opportunity to test those limits. So children are our model for learning, and we're going to see if we can't bring some of that play back into the workplace. We'll also talk about anything that comes up. You send me a note, we'll talk about different things. We'll talk about country music. We'll talk about travel. A lot of time we'll spend talking about travel. We'll talk about lean and lean thinking. We'll talk about love and learning and letting go, which is kind of the theme of my book, Leader Sites. So I'm looking forward to joining this journey with you. I hope I can provide some value to you. I hope we can have a little fun together. If you'll give me some feedback and help me, I'm sure we'll both profit immensely from this relationship together. So join me right here. I'll be on YouTube. The podcast will be hosted on C-Suite Radio. I'm probably going to launch in May of 2020. And we'll see if we can't keep this thing going as long as you hold me accountable and I can hold you accountable. All right, let's go out and have some fun. I'm going to go for a workout right now, about 3.5 miles around the woods here in Central Ohio. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me your experiences. Join me tomorrow. See ya.